Hey, welcome back. I just had a pop-up. I don't know. There it is. What is that one? Oh, cool. So, loosely on that topic, pre-release 1 is out as of today. Um, I looked at the notes on it, generally, and one thing I saw was there's a new, I don't know where it is, I just know it's a thing. It might be here, I would think. Biome blending, which I have on. Incidentally, I've got my render distance ridiculously high. I've been playing a skyblock map lately, so it doesn't harm me too much. I can drop it a bit, but what am I looking for? It's like it was something about transparency. Clouds are off because I can turn them on, I guess, for now. It was smooth lighting. What is that? Go ahead. That wasn't it though. I don't think. There was something about a new pixel blending something. I don't see it here. Entity. You know what? Throw that up. I'll see what it is. I mean, I know it. I know what it is. I've seen it before, but that's about as extreme as you can get without like throwing in, which we don't have yet for this, throwing in Optifine and doing yet more weird stuff. But I think that's about as heavy as I can get the game in general. I don't see resource packs. Guess not. That's available if I want to revert to. I love the new. The only thing I don't really like about the new look, generally, I'll show you more in a sec, is, now you can see it from here, the wheat and the, well, no, the wheat doesn't bother me, I can tell, but the potatoes are just, there's no telling when they're ready. For me, it's just, whichever these, we'll find out later. Difficulty is normal, which is okay with me. I don't know where else it would possibly, it wouldn't be here, would it? Oh, that reads it too, I don't need that at all. Opacity on text is not, it's similar, but it's not what I want. Auto jump is off because of course it is. I don't know. Let's go. Come here. Let's let this load. Whatever it's going to be extreme. Oh, that's pretty extreme. I still got to do something to this, guys. It is really loading. You can tell there's just a scattering of when the land catches up. There's animals the hell over there. That's what I kicked up the entities. I don't know how much that hurts anything as far as what's going on with my CPU. I'm at 13 frames a second, so I'm doing some damage to my system. Well, not damage, but, you know, it's just harshing things a bit. Yeah, here's my problem with the new textures, broadly. Everything's cool until you get over here, and, I think, yeah, potatoes. I really hate how these look. There's no indication apart from age 7. I haven't cropped these out in a while. Or cultivate, whatever the hell, pulled them up, grabbed them. Harvested. The stages on potatoes are terrible. They used to be pretty obvious, they'd be ready or they weren't, but now it's just, I don't know what the hell I'm seeing. I don't know what transparency thing there was. I just saw that it was added. I think I saw that it was added. Maybe I saw that there's a system going into place for it. The release has been updated yet again. And now it just says summer, which it's June the 4th right now. And, I mean, here, look, June the 4th. Summer starts on, like, the 21st, officially, and then it ends on September the 21st. Let me out of whatever I've got happening. Let me kill the something or other. Where's that? I think we're doing a little, well, what's, or, yeah, even here where nothing much has happened. Let me look out. Get out. If I look at something it's not important, do I get back up to 30 or 60 or whatever I'm used to? It's still pretty heavy, so I'm just going to turn that back down. Give me video settings. Go. Let's drop that to 12, where I usually have it. Drop that back down to 100 because I don't need to know what's not here as such. What else did I do? Oh, I left clouds. I didn't even look at them. Clouds are on, but I don't care. I don't need them for anything. I never have clouds on as a rule. Kill clouds. Kill. What was the other thing? Smooth lighting. I don't know what that does. Let me. How much? I'm at 60. Well, now 38. 32, 31. I suppose if I were flying around or something, I could make it a lot worse. But I'm personally good with 30. I'm actually good with 24, but that, you know, as far as filmatical stuff. I'm gonna lose whatever. I don't care what it does. I'm not using it, I don't think. Turn that off. Keep that like that, so that if I turn this off... Oh, that's it! That's... How about that? Fabulous. Okay. Enable screen shaders. What is that? What was the 4K thing? May severely impact. I'm at 2K, which I guess it's not really mentioning, but how... See, here's... I'll show you something. Let me... What's my 42? My, keep an eye on the leaves, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with, this. If I go to fast, it's going to be opaque and hideous. It looks like version 1 from, you know, 2010, 2011, whenever that came out. They're old stuff. We don't have this anymore. Well, we do. It's right here. Kick it up to fancy, which is what I usually have it, and it's like this. And now here's what I want to know, and that's going to load behind it. Does that do it every time? I don't know. If I go to fabulous, what happens then? Is there any particular change? I mean, mathematically there is, I get that. I'm just not actually seeing... I'm colorblind, but I can't imagine it would make a difference. You know what? Now that I know what I'm looking for, one sec. Not that. No, okay, let me... Can I do... I'm looking at... I don't even know how well this recording, because it's going to smash this down to 1080 when it's done. That pixel, I'll call it a pixel for now, it's actually 2. But right there, if you really lean in and look at it, that, to this point, is a pixel higher than this on the texture, the way it's diagonalizing. And if that's... Where am I now? Fancy? So I've lost track again. Fabulous. You go to fancy. That is still there. I was thinking maybe it'd go away if it's going to be a per pixel deal. I don't see otherwise, and of course if it were just fast, it would suck. It's actually still there as a unmoved. That doesn't help me. Right there now. I don't see anything terribly fantabulous about this, except that it's apparently going to tax my system for like no reason. So I don't know. Maybe it'll improve over time. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Well, with that established, yeah. So we have pre-release element. We're in a pre-release, and we might be seeing 1.16 as a full version. By, yeah, the end, 75% of the way through September, we might have something. It probably be sooner. If we're pre-release 1, I would think pre-release 2 could well be in a week. Actually, it's not. It's Thursday now, isn't it? It's gotta be, yeah. So, this came out today, though, so, that's weird. It's like April the 1st having been on a Wednesday, I think. That's when we got that. Oh, that was something else about this. We're getting more dimensional elements, which, if that's a secret, so April the 1st, they released a joke update or a joke snapshot or something. And fundamentally, there's an infinite number of weird, not normal, like when you go into the Nether, here I'll illustrate, when you go into the Nether, things are different. We're now in here, and it's just, you know, the biome is probably Nether waste, yeah. If we leave that, yeah, I had to do that. What do I have on me? Anything? I have 46 rockets. I've got otherwise some stuff. Yeah, I'll do that. I want to do something today anyway. Anyway, something about you write something into a writable book and you throw it at a portal. I didn't really do it myself. I saw other people do it. Didn't care personally very much, but it looks like they're really trying to fold it into the game as a concept. If you've been around long enough, you in Minecraft, not just what I do, back in the days of playing, like when, oh hey, Herobrine is a thing, and that sort of, there was, the portal I just went through was obsidian, and you light it with one of these guys. Or you can use lava. You can't just pour lava into it, but there's a system. You can do it in Skyblock, for example, when you can't get gravel to do one of those, to get the flint. There was a rumor, it wasn't true, that you could use these, which if you silk touch them, and I guess I could, make a nether portal out of these, and instead of lava, use water, and you go to like a heaven dimension. Where this was the hell dimension. Again, right now its biome is missing netherways. But he used to say hell back then. And people were, well, you see, you get to heaven biomes by using these lit up things and water instead of lava. It's the exact opposite. It was a lie. It was a joke. It was a. I don't even know if it was a hoax. I don't think anyone was expecting to be taken seriously, but you could say that for Herobrine too. I don't know. Point is, we've had a few pending requests, I guess is a way to put it, for dimensions. This is a dimension. I mean, they say it. I hate it when people say alternate dimension, because what the hell does that mean? I mean, right now you're in the third dimension. I'm arguably the fourth, because I said that we were in the third a minute ago. You know, see what I mean? There's 11 dimensions from 0 to 10. Figure that out. There's not infinite dimensions. That's not a thing. There could be parallel universes in a multiverse, if you want to talk about. And, you know, statistically, mathematically, that adds up. There's really sticky math, by the way. I'm not going to cover it too hard, but one way of looking at it is if you take a Rubik's Cube, or even just a deck of cards, it doesn't take much. A deck of cards is, what, 52 elements? But 52 to the 51st, whatever it takes to come up with a total number of combinations, whether you've got Ace of Spades through 2 of Diamonds or not. That's a binary thing. It's one or the other. But being one of the other, it's a huge, absurd number of combinations where it could be, instead of Ace 2-3, it could be Ace 3-2, Ace 3-7, whatever. You, statistically, there's not enough matter energy in the universe. I'm going to run fast now, accidentally. The actual, not this, but the actual universe. If you took all of the stuff that's not just space void in the universe and repurposed it to make playing cards, you could never make enough to have one of each set of the 52 to the 51st that you could have theoretically, mathematically. So, and that's not dimensions, it's, the point is that statistically, if you did take all the matter energy in the universe and went far enough parsecs away, I mean trillions, Googleplexes of parsecs away, statistically, whatever you're made of when it comes to not just, 4 amino acids and whatever, I'm talking actual molecular atomic structure where you're made largely of carbon, but also some other stuff. Every element, I don't want to say element because that's a real thing, every component that you could be accused of containing, somewhat fairly, by the way, it's not an accusal like, hey, who came up with this? A descriptor for what you are, which changes every time you get a haircut, technically, would be, eventually, theoretically, within infinity, replicated at random somewhere the hell else. And in that sense, you could argue that that somewhere the hell else was a separate universe, although we have other ways of measuring that with pockets and bubbles and all manner of, and then, you start getting really funky when you get into, like, quantum entanglement, and this is all heavy mathematical, theoretical, meaningless stuff. But the general point, I'm killing time at this point, so have fun watching, is that, being in another dimension is kind of a meaningless term. It doesn't, this is it's 3.5D, it's 4D, because time is taking place, although we don't have it. Actually, in this game, I probably have more control over time than I would have in reality. I just killed him like an idiot. Is there anyone else nearby? What? No, hi. Yeah, another guy. Let me deal with this guy. There's a crate. Die more. Oh, fun. Well, okay. Is anyone else in the neighborhood that's going to be weird about it? They're all upstairs, or he's here. So, yeah, saying other dimensions really just irks me. It's when it's like a pet peeve, sort of thing. But it's not important, it's just a fact. An alternate universe, that's mathematically something you can talk about being a thing, but it's not the point. The point is that they're apparently starting to integrate, or thinking toward integrating, dimensional elements, like, well, I died, like on April the 1st, ultimately into the game, for some reason, and that might be a heaven dimension, it might be whatever. But the Nether, there was a dimension, this is a dimension, the end, you know, you go through the end portal and get there is a dimension. And that's, I think, what they have in mind, is having, you know, the April the 1st, we had just lots of them, they were just random. Sky was this color, elements were, you know, elements being objects in the game, where we have 1,000 of them now, or whatever. That may well be a thing. So the reason I was in the Nether, by the way, didn't work out, because I got killed. I got distracted killing other things and didn't end well. I'm gonna take a nap real quick. My thinking is that we're in pre-release now, which implies to me that we should be done adding stuff to the Nether for a bit. Which itself means that we should have whatever's going to be in the Nether, wherever it is now, is going to be there. Through the course of these snapshots, if I were to like roll this back to whatever episode, the state of this place before we ever got updates, where it was just we were on 1.15.2 and it's like this is new and shiny, and didn't even have it that long, to be honest. Relative to how many weeks now, 20 of them, well, 14, 15 of no, it's 22 and this is 23, so actually it's like 17, 18. It's a few. We started with 6, I think. If I were to roll it back, I don't want to, I've done a lot of things since then, and launch this from where I last saved it in 1.15.2, going into the Nether from that point in this pre-release, or if I wait for the full version, everything should be pretty static, meaning that the new biomes would be where they are. You know, for example, piglins, yeah, the live piglins, I'm still trying to make sense. Piglins and ziglins is what I'm calling them, and then zoglins and hoglins, and just all these new lions and tigers and things. We actually have bears in the game, it's funny I would omit that. Yeah, pandas. No, we also have polar bears. I keep forgetting we have those. Never see them. I mean, I do see them, I just don't think about them, they don't matter. To me, I mean, it's not relevant to anything I do. So, the live piglins did for a while give you little mushroom spores and nylium, and they've stopped doing that, and then they gave you netherite hose, and I guess they've stopped with that too, and I got an achievement for owning one anyway. So there have been changes through the snapshots, and that makes it a bit awkward to try navigating anything, because I don't know if I've obviously exposed right here, so this is locked in. I mean, if there were going to be an update, that with that update we were, you know, a snapshot we were going to get, this was going to be biome number 6. I think we have 5 in here. It wouldn't be, because I'd have this here instead. I wouldn't write it over, so that's a thing. Really not a big thing. I mean, I can always just having as much as I can possibly have close to home, where I just came out of that. I came in here through a portal, and the portal itself is, you know, local. I'm heading, technically, at this point, if I don't get distracted and killed again, toward another portal, which ends up on a mushroom island. We did that a couple episodes ago, 3 or 4. Let me just do some running, so I might as well get there. There's this thing, which, you know, has things in it. There's that kind of fire, which is different. Yeah, so I'm going through other biomes right now. I'm in Sand Valley, Soul Sand Valley. And then different biomes have different characteristics, of course. This is probably just basic hell. No? What? Soul Sand still. I don't know. Anyway. Up and turn and up and here and turn, and we're going in here. And this will be a mushroom island probably during the day. Yeah, safe either way, but you know, we have this. Do I own any mycelium? I don't even know. Silky. Do I have room for this? So pick this stuff up just to make sure I don't know if I have any. I don't want that. And I don't want that. Or that, I've got to know. Good. Oh. Eat a food. So my larger point with the Nether itself is that it should now be safe if I can find a place to look for it to... I already have, obviously I have some netherite. I've got it on one of these and I've got armor. But, whoa, fast. I could probably right around here start looking for some underground or wherever it's going to be. Whether that means just hacking away with a pickaxe or bombing it with dynamite, or even just putting it down a bed. Can I hit you from here? Is it going to work? No. I can't. I can't. If I arc it so I can hit it, I'll just hit this. Oh, I'm going to hit him now. Whatever. Shit. I started a war. Come on, get it over with. Yeah. So anyway. In this area, or one similar to it... Hi. Give me your damned head. I think I need one more skull. I lost track a bit of what I need. Yeah, I'm really faster than you. That's cool. He withered me. That's what got me killed last time. And the time before that, maybe. So on. Hi. Yeah, so I could be doing some looking around down, not here, where it's never exposed on the surface from the beginning. It's always submerged under nether rack, or occasionally whatever's in the nether. It could be soul sand, or it could be quartz, or what. Oh, damn it! Don't touch. Give me your damned head. Excuse me. Where are you all coming from? This is just odd. Are we cool? All right, you die because I don't like you. And you. You ignore. Where's that damn wither? The spooky. Damn it, shut up. Eat more food. Try not to get killed again. I'm tired of coming in here. I do obviously have keep inventory on. I just happen to dig it. Just because there's two types of video games, three if you count this, and a couple others I play. There's the ones where you have little save points, and if you die or lose your stuff, you roll it back and you're there. Fallout, for example, hit F5 to quick save, etc. F9 to reload it. And then there's the kind where, I guess a hybrid of those two would be like Grand Theft Auto, where you get killed, but you know you don't. Well, if you get killed, I think you do lose all your stuff. Maybe that's a bad example. But if you get arrested, you get some of your stuff or some of your money or whatever. The point is, especially if I'm recording, I don't really want to lose all my tools and armor, and especially netherite, which is kind of my larger point at the moment, is I need to find some. I need more of it. I don't want to lose it all and take, 3 weeks to get it all back. It just sounds like a lot of downtime for no good reason. If I'm just playing recreationally, I usually don't do keep inventory. Why the hell are you mad at me? What? Oh, that's another thing. We now have, I can turn it on or off. Reportedly. You can have all passive mobs, including those Ziglins, angry at you full time, and you can set it up so that if you, ordinarily, if like an iron thing kills you, an iron golem kills you, because it does that, if you come back having died, with or without keep inventory, it doesn't recognize you, it doesn't care about you. So, neat. That can be turned on and off. You can now, it's off by default, but it's on. One way or the other, if you die, you come back and everyone's happy. But if you, switch it to whatever it doesn't default to, it will, they'll stay mad at you forever. And then you can also have all passive mobs, which includes iron guys, mad at you full time, just from any time that, they all become basically spookies, like I'm dealing with, or whatever it places. Let me get somewhere safe. I guess I'm not land. If I hit escape, it pauses the game. Or not escape. Well, yeah, this won't change anything. But I can do, I assume it's game rule. Let's just see what we have. I should turn off fire tick. I like fire tick, even though I hate it. It makes sense to me, don't ask. Troll tile. Drowning damage. Forgive dead players, that's one. So if an iron thing kills you, a golem, and you come back, this is defaulted to on right now. It won't try to kill me again. Will just be done because it killed me, and that was the punishment for my crime, whatever it was. That can be switched so that they never forgive you, and then mob griefing obviously is creepers explode and take everything with them. But it also means villagers do their own farming, so it's good to have on. What do I want? What's it called? I obviously turned on immediate respawn. I love this because I don't have to. Without this, if you die, you get the pop-up screen, and do you want to respawn and so on. I hate that. I like just starting. I don't care why I died, although there will be a text about it. What the hell is it that I'm thinking of? It was universal. Oh, that's it. That's it right there. So that makes every entity. Possibly villagers. Well, I don't see how that would make sense. But anything else, whether it's these passive Ziglins or I don't know. I don't know how it affects animals. Like there are some animals, if you swat them, they swat back. Bees come to mind. I don't know how that affects them. Guess I'm a little curious. Not enough to find out right now. Hi. I forgot to eat. Hang on. Don't touch. Just die more. That's a thing. Eat a food. But yeah, that's a box. Have I got in there? Let me get rid of that. Oh, hi. Yeah, see, you're always mad, but you have a head for me. No, you don't. Damn it. I really need another head. I want to do withers, and not these guys, but actual withers, the big nasty ones. And I'm not getting it happen because I never get a third damned head. I've got 3 heads historically. I lost one. It's a story. But where was that box I saw? I don't know. Maybe that? Something. Maybe I've seen it before. I've lost track at this point. Don't see he would be mad at me if I turned on aggression or whatever angry thing. Alright, where are we on time? 27. I should probably just head out of here in a sec. Or get killed, whatever gets me home faster, I guess. Yeah, it really kind of makes you a bit lazy if you know that death is meaningless and it just basically throws you back wherever you used to be, and it's a hassle to get back to where you were. But it's just, it would be a way worse thing if I had to recollect is a different thing. Get back all of this. No skull. I've got looting all over this sword. Looting 3 and smite, and how do I never get skulls? I can get more skulls with a damn stone sword in Skyblock than I'm getting from this, and I don't know why. This might get me a skull. I mean, there's just so much going on. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There you are. Don't run. Give me your head. Skull! Can't have. I don't believe it. Any stupid thing. I don't care about. I get that stuff for free. Just get out. Bones also, but whatever. I've got a skull. Let's get out of here. Dead or alive. And, oh, hi. And, I'm not going to go assemble a wither right this second. I'm probably going to get killed here. Give me another skull. They stack. Let's just make it happen. No? Thanks. Where the hell did I get in here? Up here, maybe? I think. That's not the way out. It could be. I'm in the wrong game. Okay. I've been playing Fallout lately, and I forgot that there's a different way of jumping across a thing like that than in Minecraft. I didn't hit. Is it control that makes you fast? Shift. No, control is. Yeah, I think it's control. I don't know. What do I know? Anyway, I got a skull, right? Yeah, so. I misjumped is what I did, and then died as a result. So, I'm going to go over here. I think the 2 that I already have are in the system, in the sorting system. I'm not positive. I got 4 seconds to find it. We'll just go a little long. I always go a little long, it's not uncommon. But yeah, so broadly, what I'm noticing is, we have a new way of rendering leaves, which doesn't seem... Maybe it wasn't about that, maybe it's more about water. I mean, I do know... There was talk, and I guess it sort of stopped... Oh, this is happening. I did this last time, didn't I? So I got those, but I've also got a few turtles in here. They're still growing, because and I got some eggs to crack. I think it's safe. I don't think any zombies can get in. It doesn't really matter right now. What armor am I... Okay, I didn't know if I had wings on. It makes a difference. Yeah, turtles are coming along. We'll have more eggs. I think I've got a couple of skulls in here. If not, I gotta figure out why. Just somewhere. So it's probably in the hopper beneath this. No, it's not. What the hell did I do with it? What was that? Oh, no. I saw that. Sometimes I see this and don't notice which side I'm looking at. I don't know where they are. I thought they were in here. Maybe I put them in the nether box. I really might have. It sounds like something I would do. I don't remember offhand if it's what I did. It's not. Did I put them... I do have them. Maybe... I don't know where I would have put them that wasn't the nether box. That makes the most sense to me, but I would just put them in it, not in a... I put them right... Let's do that for now, and I'll figure out where the other two went someday. I have no idea for now, and I'm out of time. Well, the point is, I've got stuff to figure. It might be in that. I just didn't see it, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the way I lost the one the first time was I threw in... I did like this, but I threw in a bunch of stuff that stacks to 64. And I'm not even throwing it in there. And as a result, it took so long to slurp the 64... The 5 or more stacks of 64 things that the skulls evaporated before they ever made it into the system, and they don't exist now. That one... I don't know if I have others. I have 2 skulls somewhere, I just don't know where the hell they are. Things get filtered around, it just happens. There they are. So now I have 3. That and some soul sand, I can make a wither maybe next time. Now we know where they are, and I'll put some soul sand. Do I have that? I might have some in here. Like somewhere. Wait, that was some. We'll just... Oh no. Okay. We'll just throw that in there with it, and we now have... That's effectively a wither if we put it down somewhere, and which we hadn't. So, we'll get to that one day. For now I'm going to split because I'm over time. But yeah, I gotta do that sometime. Put a wither in here with it. No. Yeah, we got new graphical elements. We have the potential ability to have more dimensional elements as far as things go. We have mobs can be made angry for no reason if you want extra fun, I guess is a way of describing it. And we have a countdown of maybe somewhere in the next 3.5 months of getting the actual full release, which means at the moment it's probably safe to dig around looking anywhere I like for netherite, because it's not going to change again before 1.17 at the earliest. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go for now, and just see you next time, so bye.